you know, God has his ways. You know what I mean? That's why Avila's here right now. But as far as things go, we got some new music for you guys. We're gonna play "Go There with You" from Second Sam, and then of course we're gonna play "Waiting" from Crescendo because you're gonna be waiting inside your house.
That's right.
Yeah, and then we'll kick back and talk it out with Avila. This is the hype. Let's go.
You.
Glory to God, cause he gave me my lady. Some call her goddess, I call her my bride. My perfect gift, mother of my seed. So you best believe I need you by my side. You a queen, baby girl, for you I serve. Now I'm yearning for the loving you supply me with. You my best friend, love is what you guide me with. When I'm down, girl, you give me a lift. That's why I'm with your sister. I plan to be your mister for life. Turn your dreams into reality. With you as my wife, gave you my life. You did the math, that's what I needed. What God put together, can no man ever defeat it. Believe it, girl, I'ma walk this earth for you. And if I have to, I even go berserk for you. That's a promise that I'm keeping for real. I'm here to tell the whole world how you make me feel. You and I verse all evil, the first call. Finding you was something I didn't have to rehearse for. Mind, body, heart, soul, tell me what hurts more. If you decided to abandon us, I'm your king, you my crown, we demand our trust. Two soldiers in the land of lust, the love movement, fighting for the LOVE. Stay true to the vows that we made, your voice is so soothing. You've proven that I could mold with you, so won't you give me the honor to grow old with you. And I can't see myself in a place that's more suitable. Can't see myself with a face that's more beautiful. Lord knows that he blessed me with a heaven of a queen, so that means I ain't going nowhere. You believed in my dream and inspired my fire. Till the day that I expire, I'ma be right here. Only second to Jesus, more than just getting by, baby, believe this. It took long enough for us to get together. Now we got each other, nothing less than forever. So no matter what season you are in, or how deep a valley you go through, I'ma go there with you. 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 You're all that I need, only second to Jesus. It's more than just getting by, baby, believe this. It took long enough for us to get together. Now we got each other, nothing less than forever. So no matter what season you are in, or how deep a valley you go through, I'ma go there with you. 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 I'ma go there with you.
You don't have the lyrics written down something?
Can't sleep tonight, too much on my mind. Been in fist fights with the hands of time. Had to gather my thoughts and share my soul. I've lost my mind and let things go now. Let me know when I start to sound sane. Screaming for a change, both money and change. Doing my thing, not for you, but for me. Not for the fans, just to explore me. I've been snoring while others before me look down with their stares and glares. I know what you think of me, I have nightmares, but it replays again and again. So where my real friends at? I'm at my end. So my exodus is my genesis. I'm my own nemesis and expressing this. May not be with fancy punchlines, not to be played on the block of lunch lines. This is not ringtone music. This is me trying not to lose it. I shouldn't have to beg for you to preach us. Still you act like you're my teachers. Who was at your show when you first started? I feel alone, but we're just nearly departed. You're dead to me. This is more than bread to me. I breathe this in and it travels through my veins and arteries. Who can do this artistry? I chose my path and you chose yours. I've been beaten down, but I rose from the floor. Not to take jabs, but to make my hits. Records come and go, but you act reckless. Man, I wreck this with a bling a necklace. Forget this, you have no time to get this. I'm stronger for my pain and my shame. Took that for God to make his name louder in my ear. Prouder do I fear. You're a stumbling block that became my stepping stone. Waiting for you to change, realizing that you're gone. Waiting for my change, realizing that I'm grown. I'm way too grown for this nonsense. I've only hurt my closest friends in the process. Losing myself, fighting for success. Blind through it all, but I'm still blessed. I've been waiting, waiting for a better me. And I've been praying, praying for forever to see. And if I wanna see a change, I know that it should start with me. Start with me, start with me, start with me.
Yeah. We are live. I know y'all waiting in your house. We are live again here on The Hype. It's your boy Crescendo. We got Louis.
Yo, what's up, everyone?
And we got Avila.
Yeah.
So, we're just talking about all the craziness that's going on. Shows and tours have been postponed. Today, Bandcamp announced if you're a Bandcamp artist, we will waive all fees. So if you're a Bandcamp artist, make sure you push your page today and hopefully you can get some sales. I know it's tough with all the shows being canceled. Avila, we had to postpone the Verb too.
Man.
How you feeling, bro?
I feel good, bro. I mean, with all this craziness going on, I still feel kind of good. I'm kind of just chilling with my family right now. I was living in Michigan, and then I recently moved to Atlanta, and then I decided to kind of spend the month of March to hang out with my family, and then this happens, and now I'm kind of just stuck here. I'm actually was not planning to stay here that long, but I guess Corona got different plans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I'm in a good place in the sense that my job is allowing me to work from home. I'm able to, be there with my kids. The only thing that's frustrating me is that the kids are going to be out of school till April 15th. So
That's actually a blessing because you'll be able to spend more time with them.
mm-hmm.
You'll get to know them a little bit more throughout the day. And that's about as far as I could think of the positivity there. I'm sorry, bro. I was trying.
Oh man, it's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, man. Just if you're an artist and you're trying to figure things out, I know how that goes. As far as music, of course, we like to do things different here. So we're gonna be setting up a live performance from Avila
What?
here in the studio. Super excited about that. Upcoming. But till then, again, I just want to remind you guys: make sure you wash your hands, sanitize.
That's it.
Cover your mouth when you cough. I don't know
No,
why.
no.
You know what I think is funny about this whole thing? I feel like, why are we saying these things like if people aren't doing them?
Because they're not.
that's so gross to me. Like that is so gross that in 2020 I have to remind you to wash your hands.
Hey,
Y'all are some nasty people.
and wash them the right way.
For real. Like, and everyone's like, just wash my hands real quick and get out the bathroom. Like, bro, like for real, like what is the rush? You just wipe your butt. Like, wash your hands thoroughly. Like, give an extra 20 seconds for me, please.
They say sing the happy birthday song twice. What else have we heard?
Oh yeah, you can recite the Team Rocket anthem from Pokemon.
Team Rocket.
It's like
I was thinking, if
prepare
you,
for trouble,
since-
make it double.
since it's time related, maybe sing the hook to Waiting.
Yes, you can definitely do that. You're like, I've been waiting.
Or
waiting.
or a shameless plug, just do a little blood on my coat, blood on my hands.
Oh, there you go, washing it off.
There you go. See, Avila's got it. We're doing some
got
shameless
it.
plugging here.
That's,
you know,
that's what I have to do to wash my hands.
shout out
bro.
to Avila's Instagram right now. We're live with them as well.
Yeah.
They in the studio getting the behind the scenes when we talk trash. So if you want to get in on that, we're here live. 2020, man. Why we got to remind you to wash your hands?
I don't
What do you guys think of that? You know what I thought was funny though? The way that Rudy from the NBA was like, I don't know if I got it, but I think I got it. And he just rubbed all the microphones, touched up everything, and left. Bruh,
Savage.
disrespectful.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen those videos online of the people who are supposedly sick, and they go into an elevator and they're just like purposefully rubbing everything. They're sneezing and coughing on everything just to get everybody else sick.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get it. And then you got like, what cracks me up? The spring breakers that are here in Florida still. That's what cracks me up. They're like, I ain't afraid of no Rona. I ain't afraid of Corona. It's like, pass me a Corona. Like, yo, y'all are nasty. Like, already. Like, these spring breakers come here, get trashed, and they're touching everything and everyone.
Everyone, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a whole nother story. We
Yeah,
ain't
I
gonna
don't
get
get
into that.
Well,
But yeah, just be safe. We don't want any contamination.
yeah, that's not hip hop.
Speaking of that, we're actually gonna play Contamination by Nowadays and Matt Ills. Well, we set up the camera on Avila for his live performance.
All right.
All right, we're gonna play Contamination featuring Matt Ills. Another one for the hype. We got this quarantine playlist. Let's go.
Do it.
I see the world from a distance. Cowards not persistent in the world. I seem like John Constantine, seeing principalities at work constantly. Not just spiritual perception, but consciously. Thoughts keep me awake at night, trying to sleep. Not saying it's the white man, Satan is the right man to blame it on. I need investment plans to make more paper on, cause it seems like junk is what we wasted on. My verses in Proverbs like your average song. Moving slaves in the winter, so I'm packing it for one holy being. That's who I'm rapping this for, cause inside we deform like in Picasso form. I stay floating in the waves, waiting for storms. So one day this message will be waiting in stores, where churches no more will be locking them doors. Yeah, this is what I'm doing it for. Contamination.
I see the drug-infested, thug-ingested under lessons. 100 blessings are above a mention, thus infection goes uncontested. Pose a question to those overstressing. It's hope the golden measure for which you are known the lesser. My bones reflect the ocean flowing for this whole collective. Suppose perspective would switch, would you be so respected? Your soul is measured in the system that's opposed to metric. So hold your own and don't forget that you are holding ethics. I'm known for stepping in the positive direction, never sloppy with the method, beat the hobby of intention. It's obvious I've been in as a lobbyist for brethren, demolishing the negative accomplishes. I question it. I'm only hoping that these hobbies aren't infinite. The problem, they left us with the body of a pessimist. The rap will never ever quit, so why do I invest in it? Well, not because you asked me, it's because you're so requested it.
Gia, contamination. That's still too soon. I think.
Contamination.
We need to quarantine, y'all. Wash your hands. So we are live, and we got Avila in the studio right now. The cam's on Avila. We are going to get a full live set from Avila himself.
Yeah.
You know, I'm actually really excited because I think we may. I'm not trying to be a pessimist, but we may just have to get used to performances like this for the unforeseen future. So please enjoy. This is what it's going to be like to go to a concert from now on. So let's tune in. Let's see what Avila can bring to the table.
Let's see
Avila. This is Avila on the hype. Let's go.
Yeah, go ahead.
Drop that.
Yo.
Yeah.
This
Hyping up
crazy,
in the background.
Bro. Tell him. Blood on my coat.
Yeah. Ay. Blood on my coat, but I'm not dead. Where you been? Blood on my coat, but I'm not dead. Where you been? Blood on my coat, but I'm not dead. Yo. Ay. I've been in the wilderness, I'm built for this. I've been around folks who were killed for this. A little bit of fame made me arrogant, so I had to step back and get some arrogant. Too much smoke in the air, heart heavy, couldn't bear. Cutting ties, I need shares. Too raw and that's rare. Ay, taking advantage. Look, there they go taking advantage of me. I wrote some hooks in your books. Woo! I make the beats that they took. Ay, taking advantage. There they go taking advantage of me. But I can't let my bitterness take over. How I'ma handle it? I'ma need help with this. I know I can't on my own. Took me a while to get out the house. All of my friends weren't really my friends. Some of them just want the clout. Trust issues kept me too quiet. I could feel I'm about to start a riot. I've been gone for like too long. Time to take me off silence. Ay, blood on my coat, but I'm not dead. Where you been? Where you been? Blood on my coat, but I'm not dead. Where you been? Where you been? Blood on my coat, but I'm not dead. Where you been? Where you been? Blood on my coat, but I'm not dead. Where you been? Where you been? Blood on my coat, but I'm not dead. Where you been? Where you been? Yeah, ayy, blood on my coat, but I'm not dead. Where you been? Where you been? Woo! Yeah.
Let's go.
Hey, I'm gonna need
That's the energy we need.
Can I get the music up a little louder? And like, yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be fire.
Let's go.
Alright, let's run into the next track.
Yeah, I remember when I didn't have it all figured out. Had a kid now. Built a team that got 17.
Alright. This one's a little more chill. So this one's called Without You.
Let's go.
This is like my worship song. Yeah. You are a breath of fresh air, joy in the morning, man, this isn't fair. Who would've known that no record of wrongs would keep me in company with you this long? Doubts creeping up when I'm without love. What is the purpose if I lust? Reason I really ain't confident. Compliments really show how I'm incompetent. I'm insecure cause I regret the man in the mirrors when I choose to forget. I'm showing true colors cause I love to compare. My life don't look like the one that I share, nah. And highlights of the after show really don't show how I felt before. I'm sitting in the back thinking how could I go be a leader for the ones who are living without you. I can't live without you, nah. I can't live without you. Look, I can't live without you. I can't live my life without you. I can't live without you. Yeah, I can't live without you. I can't live without you. Look, dressing all black, my fashion. You died in my place, that's passion. A life without you, I can't imagine. Father to the lost and abandoned. You made me and you when I was damaged. Lost in your hands in the canvas. I'm lost in the noise, I need captions. Your words come from me like a mattress and it's matchless. I know I need a little more practice. Light of the world, but my heart's filled with darkness. And even though we were made like this, start a new flame and pass on the matches. See, we were made for a greater purpose, so why do you think that we always searching for something different? I know that there's something missing, we always in competition. We never in compilation, let's make it the new mission, it's God vision. Look, I can't live without you. I can't live without you. Look, I can't live without you. I can't live my life without. Go. you. I can't live without you. I can't live without you. Whoa, I can't live without you. I can't live without you. Say, I can't live without you. And if you're looking in the other side, say, I can't live without you. And if you're looking for my IG live, say, I can't live without you. Everybody in this whole room say, I can't live without you. Hey.
Hey, let's go.
Hey, we just gonna run it. Yo.
Live on the hype, Avila. Let's go.
Yeah. We gonna say it like this. We gonna say, bring it back in, bring it back in. I say, bring it back in, bring it back in. Yo, we gon' bring it back in, bring it back in. Look, bring it back. Yeah. Ay. Woo! Who let the beast out the cage? Battery in full effect, double A on the stang. Architect with east and west, blowing up in this game. We see forward, how we conquering things. What you thought this was? Monkey bars in a tire swing. How I came up out the blue, but I've been making moves, flexing for some recognition. That was the ignition. No push to start, but you been hitting all the right switches. Let me chill. Pride haunts me cause of most of y'all. I've been told to keep a job, you won't make it far. This ain't no magic carpet ride, you against your far. Well, I'm Aladdin, but I'm Latin, so who tryna broad me? Soy mexicano. I gather up on my chicanos, son mis hermanos. We throttle for the model, we set the motto of what it means to trust God instead of idols. We bring revival, I should bring it back in, bring it back in. While we bragging on the things that ain't even lasting, I should bring it back in, bring it back in. I'm a boasting, my God, it was, yeah. I should bring it back in, bring it back in. While we bragging on the things that ain't even lasting, I should bring it back in, bring it back in. I'm a boasting, my God, who is everlasting. Say, bring it back in, bring it back in. We should bring it back in, bring it back in. Say, bring it back in, bring it back in. I'ma bring it back in, bring it back in. Yeah. Last song.
Let's go. Avila on the hype.
Yeah.
This might make or break me.
Yeah. This won't make or break me. Make or break me, nah. Some say I won't make it, that's okay. I won't be shaking, this won't make or break me. Go, make or break me, nah. Some say I won't make it, look, yeah. I won't let success or failures redefine me. My life isn't based on what I'm making salary. Made an image, rooted deep, reach for heavenly. Bloodline came from Jesus, so you know I came to preach. Dealers on the corner selling dope for family. In too deep for great escape. Menace to society. Only one way out. Price is one hell of a feat. No more bondage, no more chains. Jesus set the captives free. I'm designer, no Gucci or Louis Prada. I'm onto bigger and better. Coogee sweater, my savings is afterlife with my maker. Used to be insecure, nowadays doing better. I know my story was written by God. This won't make or break me, ay. Make or break me, nah. Some say I won't make it, that's okay. I won't be shaking, this won't make or break me, ay. Make or break me, nah. Some say I won't make it, that's okay. I won't be shaking, this won't make or break me, ay. Make or break me, this won't make or break me, ay. Make or break me, this won't make or break me, ay. Make or break me, this won't make or break me, ay. Make or break, yeah. Used to think that all I had wasn't enough. See, I thank God from where I came that I grew tough. I learned to see the only me that I can be. And now I'm proud, so throw one back, we family. Yeah, hey, couldn't afford all the nice things. I was too cautious with pricing. Candle wick stripping on icing. Too many wishes as we sing. Cake was the type with the ice cream. Melted by time we were eating. Grandma made sure we were feasting. I never planned for us leaving. I couldn't think of a reason why I was so music was giving me purpose, identity, reason to wake up and get on my shell. Avila isn't just part of my name, it's reason for purpose. I'm in my own lane. You are a gift with a purpose. He's wrapped in his love and never remembered by shame. Wait.
Hey.
This won't make or break me, ayy.
Come on,
Make or break me, nah. Some say I won't make it, that's okay. I won't be shaking, this won't make or break me, ayy. make or break me nah. Some say I won't make it, that's okay. I won't be shaking, this gon' make or break me, ayy. Make or break me, this won't make or break me, ayy. Make or break me, this won't make or break me, ayy. Make or break me, this won't make or break me, ayy. Make or break me, ayy. Make or break me, nah. Make or break me, this won't make or break me, nah. Make or break me, this won't make or break me, nah. Make or break, this won't make or break me, nah. Make or break me, yeah.
All
Live performance. Woo! Live performance from Avila in the stew.
Yeah.
In the Hype Radio
Yeah.
UNT. Let's go. Yo, I'm mad excited. We got to do a live performance here on the Hype. One of the first live stream events. We're going to keep that vibe going. We got a new single from Dolore, Beauty in the Struggle. We're going to play that one, and then we're going to get back on the Hype Live with Avila. Let's go.
Yeah.
Life is what you make it. It's up to you. That doesn't mean you can wish things into existence. It means how you handle what life throws at you is up to you. Like
Beauty in the struggle, right?
yeah,
On my knees, praying each and every night. Don't know what we suffer for.
I don't know.
Pray to God that He open up a door like that.
Came up with that block vision on the block pitch and got knocked. Now with the rock, listen. Stepped up faith and got it cracking. Look what happened. Now I'm laughing on the water like Manhattan. Not concerned with stacking, but it's a natural reaction when you living like this captain. No church clothes. Nah, never slacking, stay woke, never napping, take the smoke, never capping, go for broke, always snapping, stay afloat like Aladdin. Got jokes, I ain't laughing, always adding, not subtracting. Get this math for everlasting, match with outcasting, with this Jesus music blasting. On front, you ain't gotta ask him. Give the people something they can feel like Braille. My music bumping for real, cause there's beauty in the struggle, right? Knew it first time I looked in my mama eyes.
Beauty in the struggle, right?
Yeah,
On my knees, praying each and every night. Don't know what we suffer for.
I don't know.
Just pray to God that He open up a door. Cause there's beauty in the struggle, right?
Yeah,
On my knees, praying each and every night. Don't know what we suffer for. Just pray to God that He open up a door like that.
beauty in the struggle. It's your duty just to hustle. Try to block it, show some muscle. Keep your nose clean and stay up out of trouble, so there's nothing they can say. They bluffing just in the way. Mad cause they lustin' while you cuffin' the game. Doing what they can, man, going hard in the paint. Like Shaq and 9-3, yeah, they behind me. When times is grimy, man, you can find me doing my people's time. Not how to blind lead. The lion's not the sheep. Be quiet, you ain't real meat. Ain't no crying in these streets. Clear mind when I be sleep. I grind 7 days a week. Can't define real unique. It's just something you gotta see. When you real, you don't have to speak. Just let the songs leak, my G, until you peak. Cause there's beauty in the struggle, right? I knew it first time I looked in my mama eyes.
Beauty in the struggle, right?
Yeah,
On my knees, praying each and every night. Don't know what we suffer for.
nah.
Just praying to God that He open up a door. Cause there's beauty in the struggle, right?
Yeah,
On my knees, praying each and every night. Don't know what we suffer for.
nah.
Just praying to God that He open up a door like that.
Yeah. We are back live on the Hype. That was new music from Dolore, and we just had a live performance from Avila.
Yeah.
Let's give it up, man.
Give it up for Avila. Thanks,
Yeah,
Miguel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, so as I was saying, man, y'all need to wash your hands. Y'all need to sanitize.
That may not be the only thing they need to wash, but that's for another discussion.
Bathe. I know y'all working from home, but bathe.
That's funny.
Nah, this is when the people get comfortable in their pajamas. 3 days later, they're wearing the same pajamas, and they haven't taken a shower yet.
No judgment.
That's dangerous.
Oh, okay.
Oh man, nah, it's crazy though. with everything that's going on, you know, we got restaurants closed now. If you do want to support local businesses, make sure you get pickup or delivery. Those are the two options now. And but if you can, just stay home. I bet y'all are now wishing y'all were dating someone that can cook, but that's another story.
It wasn't important.
And now,
Until
and now,
now.
and now, and now, you guys have to actually be pen pals.
Hey, but you know what? You know what you can do. Now is a great time to take advantage of all those like YouTube recipe things, and maybe you can learn to cook now. It's never
real,
too late.
man. Bro, now everyone's become masters at everything. You know, they're giving away free Yale courses.
I saw that.
Yale courses.
But
Yeah,
it's
Yale
like-
courses.
I
You
wouldn't.
can take a psychology class at Yale.
Oh, Yale. Okay, I thought it was like learn how to yell louder.
Yell class. It's actually
I want to learn how to yell.
the
Hey, in the case of
professors-
an
The
emergency.
professors are all goats, so
The greatest of all time. No, but seriously though, Yale University
Yale.
is giving away
Not
a
Yale.
free class, psychology.
Oh, clase
and
de
philosophy.
Yale.
Yes.
Okay, never mind. Wrong,
guy.
wrong audience.
wrong profession. I got excited for a second.
And you know, if you guys are continuing your education, this is probably the perfect time to just learn
free.
online and learn for free. A lot of places are giving away like free delivery. So if you want to stay in and get some Uber Eats, I know Uber Eats is doing free delivery. DoorDash too. You know,
hmm
just
Hungry Howie's. Not a
nah, nah, free. I ain't want to eat that.
We're just plugging all the businesses. But you know what? I know everybody needs to stay inside, and that's the idea. But one thing I do recommend is let's support our local businesses, our local communities, and our churches. It's very important that you keep on giving where you need to give. You know, giving business to whoever you normally give business to as much as you can. Why? Because after this, and even during this, I mean, these businesses may not have the ability, the resources, or the cash flow to keep people employed, and I think it's very important that we, you know, these companies don't just have magical sums of money that they can just pay their employees with. So, you know, it's important that we keep on supporting our businesses so that everybody can have a job.
It's as easy as that.
Yeah.
Giving back.
But stay inside.
But stay inside though, if you have the option.
You know those knocker balls like the kids put on? It's like those big balls, and then you
Yeah,
like
yeah,
inside
they're
of
like the
it, and then you like go
Yeah.
against each other.
Yeah.
We should all just get knocker balls.
A knocker ball
So
competition.
we can all
but
just go outside together.
but groups of 9 or less. Right?
Not gonna lie.
So if it's a Hispanic family,
Yeah.
you know, just invite like a third of the cousins maybe. And
I was thinking about like households.
Nah,
Like, what if
I
you got more than 10 people living in your house?
That's true. You're
I
done.
mean,
At that point, you're
it's a
done.
recommendation. It's not a mandate, but you know, see, if you have
Thing-
12 disciples, well, I'm sorry.
Things are Jesus would be screwed right now with his 12 disciples. Yeah, let's you know, make sure we just continue to stay focused, and if you can, you know, like you said, donate to support locals and stuff like that. As far as that, and then if you're an artist, I think this is the best time you can work on music.
Absolutely.
So we better have music. We better have new kids in 9 months. No, I'm just kidding. Nah.
And that's the thing. People are probably very right now that they have nothing better to do. They're probably really hungry for new media, for new content,
Yeah.
and getting through it really quickly. So as artists, you need to be releasing new content. So with that, I wanted to ask Avila. You mentioned that you were in the studio until what, 4 a.m.? Is there any way we can know what you're working on?
So, I've been focusing a lot on my production. So like I'm still doing music as an artist, but I just feel like as a producer I add more value to other people. And so last night I was up like doing little demos for myself, and then I was also making beats for other artists. So
Gotcha.
like I got artists right now that I have like okay, after all the years of doing music, I'm finally in a position where like I have people like kind of waiting for me like to put in the work now. So like yesterday I have so much on my plate right now, and I haven't gotten to it yet, just because I'm like, man, is this what it feels like to like actually be wanted by people? So I was
It's
like,
crazy.
I'm like, they're gonna wait. So like, last night I knocked out like 3 or 4 tracks, for these artists that I'm working with. Like nothing super official yet, but like, I don't know, if everybody drops this year that I work with, it's gonna be crazy. Just know that I can't say anything yet because nothing's official. But like, I got 3 people right now that I'm working with, maybe 4 that I'm working with, and it's definitely, they've been the biggest people that I've had the opportunity to work with, and like pretty much everything I've sent them is like, they've never been like, nah, send it back, I don't want that, or like, oh, make me something else. Like it's been strictly like, yo, this is fire, I'm gonna use this. So we'll see what happens.
Fantastic.
But as an artist, I got like 2 songs right now that I'm kind of working on. I just got to get cover art and all that kind of stuff, and then like a rollout plan for it once I get that. Yeah,
Canvas,
there you go.
yeah.
After he's over here, man, people were just slapping this on there and using it. Now I'm gonna use it.
So Avila, for people that don't know, you've been doing music for a couple years now. Let's talk to the audience about who is Avila. Hashtag, that's his Instagram.
That's my handle. That's my handle everywhere.
Who is Avila?
Yes, sir. So I've done music for a minute, man. So I'm 24. I know I'm young, but I've been doing music since I was like 13, 14. Is when I first started producing, and then picked it back up when I was 15. From 15 on, I've just been like strictly working as an artist. I produce my own stuff. I did like remixes here and there, but I mainly produce my own stuff. And so for those 6-7 years, I just went hard being an artist. And so I've done a bunch of music. I've done a bunch of like little mixtapes. I've done EPs, projects, all that stuff under like different aliases. So like I had different names. I went through like 3 or 4 different name changes. I went through like 2 different rap groups. And then now I'm finally like doing my own thing for myself and trying to establish myself as an artist, as a producer, as my own entity. And it's been a journey. I mean, it's been 8 years to finally freaking settle it in. And now I'm just like, all right, now I got to be my own person. The second I started being my own person, things started moving quick for me. I'm just like, oh, I just got to do it for myself.
Yeah, because I mean, when I met you, it was Orlando. It was Altamont.
Mm-hmm.
You were working with another artist.
Yep.
And you were basically his hype man and his producer. I'm just saying it like that. You know, that's how it came off. Then you moved on. You did some singles by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And you started working with another artist.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all did a pretty dope group. I'm not going to lie. It was a dope group. Even moved up to Michigan and worked out there in Michigan.
Yep.
And then now that you've moved to Atlanta, that's like CHH capital.
Bro, what's crazy is, and I still haven't even fully shared my story with a lot of people. And like, I've been wanting to figure out a way to share my story, to where it makes sense to everybody whoever's interested. But like, man, so living in Michigan, I was up there for about 2.5, 3 years. And I was getting ready to come back home to Florida, and I was actually going to quit, like, everything, because I was just tired of just the grind. Yeah. I'm like, bro, like, I'm putting all this work into this music thing, and it's hurting my relationships with normal people, and it's hurting my relationships with music people. Yeah. And I'm just like, man, I'm tired of this. And I'm like, let me just quit music, figure out a job, figure out some type of trade that I can do so that I can just make passive income. So I could just make money and be able to make myself more what's the word? Stable.
Yeah, just something to sustain.
Yeah, and so I'm like, man, I'm just gonna quit music, bump it, because it's hurting everything in my life right now. And yeah, dude, I was getting ready to come back home, focus on my family, get a job, like have my mom help me. Like, she's an accountant, so she was gonna help me out, like, to like get my stuff together. And yeah, I was probably gonna go back to school. She works at UCF, so I was gonna probably go to UCF and just take some courses and just get a degree in something, and then just go there and just do that. And like, I was okay with that. Well, for the moment, so like,
That sounded exciting.
The story of Avila.
Yeah, right. So
goes back to school.
So
quits everything.
And I was gonna do the opposite of what most passionate creatives do. Most passionate creatives go that route, and then they're like, nah, I gotta do music. Me, I'm like, man, I've done this. I've performed in front of thousands of people. I've toured. I've had my fair share of success with music. And I hated the fact that I still felt very alone. Like, even when I was in a relationship, it was like, she could only support me so much because she's not really she wasn't even into hip hop like that.
Yep.
And so it's like, when you're with somebody who like supports you, but they're not really like into that culture, it's kind of hard to like sustain that, especially if they're looking at you to provide for them. And it's like, dang, bro, like, I don't got a job like that. Like, I'm trying to get to this point where I can sustain myself with music, but that's not what it looks like right now. And so all that to say is, like I said, I was getting ready to quit all that, move back home. And so I'm getting ready to pack my car, and I get a phone call from a friend of mine. He's like, yo, have you thought about moving to Atlanta? And I was like, nah, bro, like, I have no desires to go to Atlanta. I just want to go home. And he's like, well, dude, come check it out for a couple days since it's on the way, and just fill it out. So I came to Atlanta, chilled for a couple days, and then I went to this church service, met this pastor, and just like, bro, instantly, God just started speaking to me. It wasn't like, I feel like God's talking to me. Nah, bro, like, God specifically was talking to me, and like, slowly but surely started checking off all these things that I was like, God, if you have anything else for me, make it plain and simple. I don't want no codes. Like, I just want you to tell me, because this is my plan right here. My plan is to do this, but I'm going to give it to you to do whatever you want to do. And so because I did that, I feel like God really, like, I know God just directly answered me like that. And like, bro, just things that I've been crying for in Michigan, man, like, God provided to me within a week in Atlanta that I probably wouldn't have had here in Orlando. Wow. And like, I was like, dang, bro, like, all right, I gotta stay. So I called my mom, and I was like, hey, so I'm not gonna be coming home. And she's like, what? Why? What's happening? Did your car break down? I was like, no, like, everything's good. I'm like, it's just, I think God's telling me to stay here. And bro, to be honest, if she did not tell me what she told me, bruh, because, like, I didn't know what to do. I'm like, God, I know you're telling me to stay, but I want to be with my family. I don't want to do music anymore. I hate it. This is annoying. But if you have a purpose for me, whatever. And so after talking to my mom, I was like, yeah, I don't know what to do. She's like, I would rather you do that. And she's like, if God is calling you to this area to do this thing that you're passionate about, stuff that you've always wanted to do it. She's like, you're always going to have a home. Like, you're only a few less hours away from us now, because like Michigan's like 17 hours, Detroit is 17 hours from Orlando, Atlanta is like 6-7, so like it's a way easier trip. And so I was like, all right, that's it, I'm gonna run with it. So, and then I just ended up staying in Atlanta. And bro, in the 2 months that I've been there, God has just showed, bruh, in the 2 months that I've been there, me feeling like I haven't done, like, I feel like I haven't even done anything, but like, just kind of, I've been serving my church, I've been like serving the community, I haven't even really done like music like that, but somehow, some way, shape, or form, I've done more with music in the 2 months that I've been in Atlanta than I have like in my entire
That's
life of
crazy.
music. Like the connects that I've made, it's insane, bro. Like I'm telling you, these 3 or 4 songs that like if they come out, or these 3 or 4 people when it comes out, not if, when it comes out, bro, like
Boom.
we'll see what happens, but I'm just saying, bro, like there's just been a lot of awesome things happening, and with music, with my faith, with my relationships with my family, my relationship with my church, my community, like God is just he is just, dude, like I don't deserve any of it, man. God has just been like, here, this is what you've always been asking for, so here it is.
Yep.
And like I almost don't know how to accept it because I'm just like, what the heck, man, I've never had this.
That's crazy.
But
Yeah, when I think about your story and I think about that, I know a lot of it because I was there for a lot of it, like, and through third party, like, you know what I mean, like,
Yeah.
so it's always been like, man, you know, it's tough for indie artists in general, to then be a part of a subculture, Christian hip hop,
yeah,
to then try and make a living off of that. But I think even more than that, to find yourself in a place where you could just kind of surrender it and then just be like, God, you tell me what to do. Because I know a lot of artists are stubborn and they won't even do that part. So then they run themselves into the ground, stress themselves out. And then you're like, I hate Christian hip hop. And then they like go secular,
Yeah.
and then they do terrible secular. And then they're like, oh, I'm coming back.
right, yeah.
God is redeeming me. Oh, okay.
Nah,
That's
just-
kind of
It
funny.
didn't work for you.
Kind of funny.
Nah, I mean, man, I've had moments, bro, to be honest. Like there's it's like a hidden rule, like that everybody kind of knows, but like artists and creatives, I feel like should get in a habit of writing songs just for themselves. It's like a personal journal, it's like a diary. And so like that's what I do. Like I have a lot of songs that I've written that like low key have me at my worst moments. And this is just me expressing, like, cause like that's the way that I express myself. And so it's like I just never release it because it's like this doesn't do any good for anybody. Like if anything, this just makes me look bad. And it's like, although there are people who could relate to it, but it's like, but is my purpose for that, or is my purpose to hurt? And it's just like I'm glad that that God has always kept me in his hands, in the palm of his hands. Like I've never felt like no matter how deep down I've gone in my
Woe is me moments. Yes.
you know, I'm glad that like I've always had a handle on like on what God had for me, and he never like fully let me go. And so like, but yeah, like I've had moments where I'm like, man, bump it, like, and like, bro, like I got songs where I'm just like lamenting, bro. I'm just like whatever. And
I could tell. See, when I heard "Blood on My Coat," I know that was like a struggle song, but you like flipped it at least. You know what I mean? Like, because the thing is, like, with my latest project, it was actually an older project that I revisited and I like re-recorded, and a lot of it was like a struggle that I went through. It was tough because I was like, okay, I dropped my album in 2009, and the next album they see is in 2020. That was tough for me as an artist, but I know for artists that are like going on that 10-year mark, you know, doing music and consistently putting out, to continue to create in a way where you're like, okay, what message do I want to send? And that's also another thing indie artists need to understand, is that you can put out a song about what you're going through, but then there's also, you can put out a song of something you're not even going through, and people can see right through that, and that's why they're not supporting your music. I know a lot of people go into music thinking they want to make a change and can get sucked in the cycle of, are people noticing me? Instead of just trying to make the change that they're trying to do.
yeah,
They get into their feelings, they get into their moments where they're like, people aren't even really listening. People aren't even like, I've gotten to that point where I've struggled with that emotion in the sense of like, should I just give it up? But at the end, I was like, you know what? I don't do it for me.
Yeah.
You know, I do it for God as a way of like sharing who I am with the world.
Yeah.
And you know, when I do write my music and I do work on it now going forward, I'm making it for me in the sense that I'm gonna make something that I like. I'm not just gonna try and fit in.
Yeah.
So if you ever hear me do trap, it's because I want to do it. It's not because I like, oh, Avila's doing trap, so I gotta do trap.
You sound like two other people I've worked with.
Yeah.
And you know them both.
Yep. And so like when it comes to that, it's like,
Man.
you know, if I do it, I'm gonna do it because I want to do it. And
Yeah.
you know, definitely I want to get Louis out of hibernation, man. I need him to go to work.
Well, I don't mean to completely change the subject, but going on your origins and your story, I have a question for you that's relevant to me, relevant to a few other people that we know and work with, and it's kind of a which one came first, the chicken or the egg? So what I mean by that is, I know myself when I consider myself a producer first and foremost, but the reason I started producing was because I wanted to be a rapper. So you get where I'm going with this.
Yeah.
So with you, going back to that, 12, 13-year-old Avila, what motivated you to start producing or rapping or vice versa?
Yeah. So when I was 8, this new person stepped into my life. My mom's boyfriend. He was a producer, DJ, and so from like 8 to about 13, 14, because he ended up going to prison, and that in between time, he did a lot of music, and so at first he was just a DJ. So then I wanted to learn how to DJ. So then I started to learn how to DJ. From like 12 or from like 10 to 12, 13 is when he started the process of building a studio. He built his own studio, and he had people in there left and right, like just a whole bunch of people always around. And so I wanted to learn how to produce because I was like, yo, this looks dope. And so I started producing first. I got into production. My stepdad ended up giving me FL Studio like 8 or 7 or whatever was out at that time. And he put it on my mom's computer, and I pretty much took my mom's computer. And so
You don't know how old that makes me feel, but
Yeah, that makes
but it's a very I like knowing those things because it kind of gives you an idea of where that person's at.
Yeah.
And I could tell by everything that you've been saying that you have a real passion for producing, and that you as an artist is kind of all probably wrapped up in that same package.
So after my stepdad went to prison, I ended up kind of stopping music because I had no desire for it anymore because I wasn't around it. And then when I was 15, I met these rappers, and I had some beats, and I was like, "Yo, check out my beats," and they were like, "Yo, these are trash." They straight up were like, "Yo, these beats are trash," and I was like, "Dang, bro!" Like, I'm like, "You sure? Like, you don't even want to try?" And they're like, "No, these are trash." And so I was like, "Dang." And then they're like, Have you tried rapping?" And I was like, "No, I have not tried rapping." And so they were like, "Here." So they gave me like these lyrics that they had to this song that they were doing. And after like doing it, they were like, "Yo, you're like a natural." And I was just like, "Nah, I want to write my own stuff." So I started writing my own. I wrote my own rap, my own like 16. And then, bro, immediately we went to like 4 different churches and did like a 4-church tour like the following week. The second the song was done, and I was just like thrown.
That's how it was back then.
I was just thrown. Yeah, because like when you're like 14, 15, 16, they're like, "Oh yeah, the youths, like they're rappers and they love Jesus, so we're just gonna put them on the stage for our lock-ins and events." And so
we don't know anything about that.
So that's actually how I got into rapping, because of that. And then like that's when I got into like Christian rap. I heard about Lecrae and all that stuff. And man, bro, like when I found out the importance of your voice, the importance, like what I'm passionate about is I'm passionate about being a producer, but I'm also very passionate about being a speaker. So like in music, I found out that like, or like as I got older, I found out more about how our voices are so powerful. Like our voice, our words, our tongues are so powerful. And like God spoke the world into existence. He said, "Let there be," right? Mm-hmm. And when he spoke into existence, he also made us in his image. So if he made us into his image, that means we have that same power, right? And so for me, it's like, man, my whole like MO is like speaking life over death. There's so much death and like darkness and like all this bad energy, whatever, negative energy. And the thing is like, bro, we are given like, we're given this power that like the same, the same spirit that resurrected Christ from the dead is the same one that lives inside of us. So we should start resurrecting people, right? We should start resurrecting the dead that is around us, the people who are lost, the people who are without Jesus. And so like, that's what I'm passionate about with music, like as a whole. So like with production, it's like I'm making nothing into something. With being an artist, I'm able to speak and like speak life into people. And so like I'm just super passionate about being a creative, man.
Yo, I wanna thank Avila for being on the show. You can find them at whoisavila on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook,
everywhere
and anywhere. Stream him, throw them streams up, follow him.
That's it.
I want you guys to stay safe out there. We're gonna close with a song called "Retrograde" by my boy Just Call Me DT from Fort Lauderdale.
That's the homie.
We gotta support locally. You know how we do. Make sure you guys stay safe, and he's got a voice, so follow him. And if you like what's going on, follow us here at The Hype on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter and Instagram. Love you guys. Be safe.
Yeah. I swear this music is so therapeutic. But at one point I refused to use it. I refuse to lose it. So, here I go. Father, forgive me if I abuse it. Yeah, lately I've been having visions of grandeur. Losing sight of the plan, the mission was raised the standard. Captivated by thoughts of what if. In love with a talent, somehow got lost in my gift. Don't worry, I'm good. I've been praying and fasting, realigning my focus. DT Pain, I had epiphany soon as I wrote this. I learned to be cautious when a stranger approaches. Sometimes your friends are the enemies you keep in the closest. They said I wouldn't make it, I said LOL. They was watching me struggle, not watching me prevail. What a year, such a pleasant surprise. Toast to the future, what a time to be alive. Yeah, started getting more traffic in my DM. I know they all expecting answers as soon as I see them. Messages about how my music influence them all in my comment section. Look how the spirit is using them, wow. I've been staring in this mirror till the vision's clearer. I can see you talking to me, but I barely hear you. Over this sea of cries, I'm drowning in my own thoughts. Love is the key, but seems I'm locked out of my own vault. Man, conversations with Satan, pouring into everyone else has been draining my patience. Why I'm so often in isolation, please don't be offended. In order to be the me that you need requires distance. I'm sorry. I just hope and pray you understand it. For far too long, I've been taking my mental health for granted. I done seen too many legends come and go, so your projected expectations won't be the reason I leave this planet. For real. Hold on. Yeah. Writing sessions in the back of lifts. Double entendres while on my way to a double shift. I had a convo with Santa, hit me the other day. He asked me how I stay focused when life's in disarray. I told him I ain't got the answers. Word to yeah, I swear I just transitioned like a transfer. Really all I know is God got me, my faith strong stronger than Saki and I serve these words like Nikki Giovanni. Flow like Dasani mixed in with Gandhi, that's a mellow drip. I turn into Tony Stark when we fellowship. Iron sharpens iron, man. I'm learning where my desires stand. That's true religion like designer pants. Thanks to regrets, I'm watching my steps look like I'm trying to dance. Me giving up is kinda like a label signing chance. Never, for real. Hope that line was clever. And I hope that you appreciate this open letter.